Imagine a peaceful town, tree-lined streets, children playing, and neighbors greeting each other. Everything seemed ordinary, but in the 1980s, Long Island became the scene of a series of events that would shock any community. Young women began to disappear without explanation, and shortly afterward, their bodies were found in isolated locations, often near urban areas that seemed completely safe. The authorities were baffled, and the population began to live in constant fear. Who was responsible for these crimes? How could someone act so coldly, leaving the community terrified without being caught? The first recorded disappearance drew attention due to its almost meticulous pattern. The victim, a young university student, left home on an ordinary afternoon but never returned. Her personal belongings were found near the road, and no one saw anything. Soon after, other cases began to emerge. Each disappearance seemed to follow a pattern. Young women last seen alone, often at dusk, in places that at first glance seemed safe. This indicated that the killer not only chose his victims carefully, but also knew the area and the habits of the people well. The police launched an intense investigation. They interviewed neighbors, friends, and family, but nothing seemed to lead to any concrete suspects. Witnesses mentioned strange figures in the vicinity of the disappearances, but these were vague, often contradictory descriptions. Some leads were discarded, others proved false. Fear began to spread among the residents of Long Island. Every shadow, every unknown person in the neighborhood was cause for alarm. Rumors spread quickly, and the tension increased with each passing day without an answer. As the investigation progressed, the killer's methods became clearer. He was intelligent and methodical, left little evidence, manipulated crime scenes, and always seemed to be one step ahead of the police. Each clue found seemed to lead to a dead end. There was an almost surgical precision in his actions, which frustrated the investigators. With each new case, the horror and bewilderment grew. How could someone commit these crimes and disappear so quickly, without leaving any definitive trace? Theories began to emerge. Some believed the killer was someone from the community itself, someone who knew the victim's habits and routines well. Others suggested it was a stranger who came and went quickly, carefully planning each step. There were also those who considered the possibility of a mentally disturbed person, but cunning enough to avoid detection for years. Despite all the police's efforts, the truth remained hidden, shrouded in shadows and silence. The mystery of the Long Island killer isn't just about crimes, it's about the fear that grips a community when someone acts with impunity. It's about the feeling that at any moment, the next disappearance could be someone close to you. It's about the frustration of the authorities, unable to find answers, and the unease of the public, who continue searching for clues in old documents, newspaper clippings, and witness accounts. Even decades later, the case remains open. Every year, new accusations and theories emerge, but no concrete evidence leads to a definitive conclusion. The killer remains unknown, and the story has become one of Long Island's greatest criminal mysteries. Every lost detail, every clue that led nowhere, only increases the fascination and horror of this case. So I leave the question to you. If you were in the victim's place, would you have any chance of escaping? Who do you think might be responsible for these crimes? Could you solve this mystery that the police haven't been able to unravel? Comment with your theory, share your ideas, and follow our channel for more cases that defy logic and mess with your mind. Because in Long Island, the past still holds secrets that may never be revealed, and the Long Island killer continues to lurk, invisible, silent, but always present in the memory of those who remember his crimes.